Let's solve this amazing chess puzzle together. So white is down a pawn here, but white has a pawn majority on the queen side, 2 versus 1. Black seems to have a pawn majority on the king side. So one of our ideas to win this game could be to make this into a queen. How do we do that? We could play a4. Black can try to slow us down with en passant, but if we use the rule of the square, this king is outside the box. They can't catch us. But we should not stop there. We should calculate every single defense or counter that our opponent could have. And here, they can play king g3. What does that do? This traps our king, which cannot be a good thing. Let's calculate further. a4, h5, a5, h4, a6. And just as we're about to make a queen, black actually checkmates us. Uh-oh. Let's go back to the start. So we can rule out a4 as the move. What other options do we have? King takes g2. We save our king, live to fight another day, and maybe make a queen another day. But the drawback of this move is that this gives black an extra turn to catch the pawn, king g5. a4, en passant, and now the king is potentially in the box. Black takes the pawn, is what we think. Then we push king e5. And now, if we play a5, black would indeed catch the pawn. But white has an amazing resource. Remember, we're always looking for options to stop black from doing what they want. And white plays d6 in this position, sacrificing this pawn. Black takes, and white plays c6. Why? After black takes, we see the point. Black's own pawns are forming a barrier. After a5, king d5, a6, white is winning. But wait, we shouldn't stop calculating here. We'd ask ourselves, what other options did black have? Here, instead of taking the pawn, black could go diagonally. So king f6. Black enters the box this way, and this position is a draw. Uh-oh. So a4 didn't work, and king takes g2 didn't work, although it's a draw. Is there a better move that wins here for white? There is. We had to put everything we calculated together and figure out the reason why certain moves worked and certain moves didn't, and fix the reason why it did not work. So the only winning move for white is the elegant pawn f6. Sacrificing the pawn. You'll never find this move if we didn't do all the work beforehand. After black takes this, now we save our king with king g2. Black plays king g5. We play a4. And now we see the point. The king is unable to defend diagonally. They can only enter the box through f5. But remember, we can use the same idea as before. The pawn sacrifice obstruction. d6 takes c6 takes a5. The king can only enter the box through d5, but we win because their pawns are blocking them. And one pawn defeats the king.